Hey everybody, welcome to part 2 of my interview with Dolores and Paul.
What made her famous?
So debut is Tim McGraw. Her song Tim McGraw is what made her famous when she was 15, and then she came out with
Was she with
Debut.
him?
No,
No,
it was a song about Tim
him?
McGraw.
Yeah.
I didn't know that she wrote a song about him.
Yeah, she wrote a song about Tim McGraw, and then I feel like Fearless is what put her on the map. And Fearless, she wrote all the songs herself. And she writes her own music, and she won a VMA, and then, of course, Kanye took her.
Oh, that's what it was.
She was 19 years
that's
old.
the
She was 19 years old when she won that award.
when
and
he did that.
He went
He
on and
helped
he
her.
took it away from her.
He helped her.
She would have been who she is
No,
without
but
her.
I mean,
like, because he has a song, I Made That Bitch Famous. No, you didn't.
Negative sometimes
No, you
has
didn't.
positive as well.
But the thing is, maybe it brought her attention, but she wouldn't have stayed and turned into what she turned into if she didn't have these trials and tribulations of her life. So sure,
Yeah.
everything
It builds character
it
for
is.
all of us.
And listen, the song like "Look What You Made Me Do," I got a list of names and yours is in red underline. We know who that is.
Who? Tell me.
Kanye. Because like, look what you made me do. So Reputation was when she had this like thing with Kanye, right? So he took her award away.
Yep.
Then P.S. a couple years later, they squashed it. He calls her up when he was with Kim Kardashian, and he was like, I want to, I guess they had made amends.
Squash the beef.
And he's like, I'm going to put you in one of my songs.
And
Are
then-
you cool with that? And
Well,
she was
she said
like,
yes.
She was
This I
like, this
remember
is, she's
hearing.
like, this is so big of you.
Did he
Like,
put her
of
in bad, right?
course. So he put her in a bad way.
Yes, I remember
Then
that.
they went out and they said that she okayed it. And she
Yeah.
was like, I never okayed this.
I do remember that.
And then she got hate. Like the #1 trending tweet was like, the Taylor Swift party is over. And like
Yeah.
she literally like pushed her into hiding. She was like, you guys don't want me? Guess what? I'm not going to show any of me. And she went and she wrote her music and she came back with Reputation. And then after Reputation, she did all these albums. And then that's why after COVID, she had all these albums. And usually she makes a tour for each album. So now she's talking to her label. She's thinking like, what am I going to do? I have all these new albums. I can't do a tour for each album. And she's like, you know what? I'm going to do a tour with all my albums, kind of like going back in time, pretty much picking the most popular songs from each
Right.
That was
era.
brilliant.
And she called it Eras Tour. Now, her Eras Tour, she sings about 44 songs, 42 to 44 songs.
Straight, right?
Straight. She sings them all. And each era is like one of her albums. So
How
in the
long was
beginning,
her tour?
3 hours.
No, but I mean, how long was the
2
whole
years.
tour?
2 years.
2 years.
2
On the
years.
road
Wow,
for
it was
2 years.
On the road for 2 years.
$1 billion they reckon she made.
2 years, yeah. Yeah, and she went through breakups during that. She wrote the Tortured Poets department during that, and then she met Travis during that, and then she
How did she
wrote-
meet Travis?
So Travis has a podcast. It's the New Heights podcast. Shout out to New Heights. What's up? I can't wait to meet you one day. So he was on, it's Travis Kelce and his brother Jason Kelce.
Yes.
My nephew was just with his brother.
And I guess,
For what?
so,
He was in his bar in Ireland.
Oh.
Drinking.
I would love to meet him.
He was cool.
I'm going to meet him.
He said he was a fun guy.
So I think Travis plays at Arrowhead, and Taylor Swift was performing in Arrowhead. So I don't know if he bought a ticket. I don't know how he got a ticket. He went, he tried to meet her because like he knew, and I don't know if this is verbatim, but I'm just using an example. He knew somebody. Like, and when I say somebody, like, let's just say somebody that's like in the elevator department.
Right.
And he was like, bring me up to see Taylor. And she was like, I can't do that. You can't just like go and see Taylor. Not to mention like Taylor sings so many songs. She can't waste her voice. She doesn't really talk to people after the show. She doesn't
Really?
talk. So he goes on this podcast talking about how he went to the tour and he saw her and he's like obviously smitten. And he's talking about it on his podcast with his brother, and he literally says like, I was kind of butthurt that she didn't want to meet me because I had a friendship bracelet with her with my number on it.
Oh.
So she's really into
So he's
friendship
been
bracelets.
into her for a long time.
Yes, like in
Wow.
fact, in his 20s, there's a video where they ask like marry, shag, kill.
Oh,
or
no
whatever,
fucking
marry,
way.
shag, kill, or marry, kiss, kill, whatever. And Taylor Swift was his choice on who to kiss. So like
I didn't
people
know
say
that.
like they've literally been living in parallel lives.
Wow.
Wow.
All right,
So
that makes so much better. Okay.
She has this song. It's called You're on Your Own, Kid. It's really like an inspiring song, right? But she has this one verse where it says, there were tables turned with the bridges burned. Everything you lose is a step you take. So make the friendship bracelets. Take the moment and taste it. You've
yeah,
got
yeah.
no reason to be afraid. And this is why I'm a Swiftie. So since then, this craze of making friendship, that's how she even said, I never knew saying one little verse of friendship bracelets would start this craze. Right. So P.S., he goes on the podcast. He's like, I had a friendship bracelet with her with my number on it, and she didn't want to meet me. So P.S., everybody who knew Travis, who knew Taylor, is like showing her this. And that was the first initiative. So the fate of Ophelia. I heard you calling on the megaphone.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see me all alone. That's him on the megaphone calling to her.
Got it.
You know?
You didn't have text?
I mean, it's hard to get. I don't know how to get Taylor Swift's number, dude. If there was a way to get her number, I would definitely. So he said on the megaphone, and P.S. they're having her happily ever after. Everything she's ever written about is literally manifested into this guy. So
I'm happy for her. I hope it works out.
Happy for
You think it's gonna
her.
work out?
After this story,
Yes.
it's a fucking dead winner. I'm
Really?
I'm gambling on it.
The thing is, it's so funny is because her number is 13. She's born December 13, 1989. And his number is 87 on his jersey. So that's why they keep it 100. Because it's 87 and 13.
Wow.
Oh,
They keep it 100. Keep it 100 on the land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That's them. They're keeping it 100. Like they're literally,
They're doing
if you
everything.
watch
Yeah.
his
It's all
life,
science.
it's very parallel to
Yeah.
her life. And she's never been with somebody that celebrated her as much as this guy. Like he claps for her. He don't care about the attention. He's literally like bowing for her. Like, guys, it's all her. And he celebrates her.
I love that. And
even
he understands that she has to work. He doesn't give
They're
her
going to be
like.
the couple that when you go to their kitchen and you move a spoon, they're going to get fucking freaked the fuck out because their system is meant to be set up. Like they're meant to be so in sync.
I feel like they kind of like are laid back people and chill.
No,
like,
they're pretty cool.
I
they're
remember
feel like
seeing
they're
her
cool.
because she was having a lot of bad relationships, and she was in her big house in Rhode Island by herself.
Well, that's when she does the best songwriting, when she's really feeling her feelings, whether it's love or loss or heartbreak.
That's it, yeah, when
And
people
I feel
write.
like she's really a poet. When you listen to the lyrics of it all, and I'm a wordy, hello, I can't shut the fuck up. So when you read her lyrics and see how masterful they are, and they tell a story, not only do you like hear the story, but you feel the story. Like you
she's
feel
super
it.
smart. She's
So
good at
when
explaining things, right?
When I would tell, I would tell Teresa the lyrics, like I just told you the lyrics, and you're like, oh my God, that's so powerful. It's so powerful.
Right.
And then put a song to it and a catchy tune, and she's writing the music, and she's playing the instruments till her fingers bleed.
Really?
When she was learning how to play a guitar, the person who was teaching her how to play a guitar, there's like different string guitars. There's one with like 12 strings. Don't hate me on that if I'm wrong, but
That's the name of it. 12
and the person teaching her was like, oh, you'll never learn how to use that. Don't even waste your time. Like, you'll never learn how to play that. That's really difficult. And that made her, every time somebody told her no, that fueled her. And that's the message that she gives to her fans. And I kind of live by that message. So I love it when somebody like that's so profound to people and so public, because you got to learn, people, it's a mindset. You could either choose to be miserable or choose to be happy. Every situation is dire. We all have our stories. I mean, fuck, my pipes just burst at my shore house 2 days ago. Anyway,
I got
so I
news
have.
for you. My pipe's gonna burst. I need to go outside and go pee.
Oh, okay. You want to go to the pool house?
Where
You know how to go to pool house, right?
I'll go right outside the door.
Oh, go right
it's just
ahead. If your little pecker doesn't shrivel.
Shit, sorry.
You're a little sweet potato.
Yeah. Oh, little sausage.
You're a little Irish sausage.
Yes. That's all right. That's fun. So yeah, like when I tell you Taylor Swift trivia,
I
then
love my Taylor Swift stories from
People-
you. I don't want to hear it from anyone else.
you become a storyteller, and I'm because I know the girl.
You're
I know
good
the
at
stories.
storytelling. You really are. You really, really are.
But so is she, and that's
But
what,
I can
it's
listen
like,
once you, so people can talk to me and I don't remember what they say.
Yeah.
When you explain Taylor Swift stuff to me, I remember everything that you're saying because it's
Aw, thank
interesting
you.
to hear the way you tell it.
And that's why people, thank you for that. And that's why sometimes when people are like, oh, you're a Swiftie and she doesn't like this and she's like this, like, dude, I am compartmentalizing. I'm not talking about anything that she may like or is for or not for. Like, this is about her music, her lyrics, the work ethic that she has, and how kind she is to people and her fans.
That says a lot.
I
She's
mean,
lucky to have that heart and have the means to do what makes her feel good to do that.
But she says, "Don't mistake my kindness for weakness."
Yeah,
it's in one of her. It's in one of her.
that?
That's Father Figure. So Father Figure. It's on her new song, new album.
Why does she call that? Sorry, I'm gonna put my.
Yeah.
Why does she call that?
So Father Figure is basically about, she had this like manager who was like her mentor from the beginning, and it was kind of like in the song that's, I feel, is what's presented as the father figure in the song.
Didn't she get screwed at some point?
So she always told him, if you're ever going to sell my music, I want to buy my music. I want to own the masters to my music. That's what she always wanted. But he went behind her back and he sold it to Scooter Braun, which is somebody that she didn't like.
Oh, who's Scooter Braun? I know that name.
He's a manager. He's like he was manager. I don't know if he was a manager, but he's like a famous agent or manager or something. Come on in. It's all right. We could talk about a little pee-pee break.
would not have made it to the fucking...
You were good sitting there.
Well, I had all that tequila.
Shut the fuck up, Jennifer.
Yo, I know. I told you I can't shut the fuck up.
I was like, fucking Taylor, come on, let's go. No.
No, but she tells a story well, right?
No,
Yeah.
that's why I wanted to hear the whole thing, because I knew she would tell me. So when I leave here, I become a Swiftie.
Yes, you are a Swiftie.
Yes.
I make everybody Swiftie.
You're recruiting people for her.
I was interviewing this comedian the other day, Anthony Rodia. I went to see him live. He's really funny. I recommend going to see him.
Where is he from?
Westchester, New Yorker, and he's Goomba Johnny opens for him. You remember Goomba Johnny, back in the day from KTU?
Yeah.
Very, very funny. They're on tour right now, insanely funny. So I interviewed him, and he was like, "Don't tell me you're a Swiftie." I'm like, "I'm a level 10 Swiftie, dude." Like level 10. He was like, "Cut." I was like, "No cut. We are turning you into the Swift craze. We really
He's like,
are."
I saw you put a clip of it, and you're like, "I promise you, I'm
going to make you a Swiftie." And then he's like, my boy Dom over here will never be a Swiftie. I'm like, "Okay, I'll make him a Swiftie first, and then we'll get you, Aunt. Then we'll get you." Yeah, so she has this song Father Figure, and actually as a co-writer to that, she added George Michael as one of the co-writers to that.
Favorite.
She called the George Michael estate and asked permission if it was okay to add him on as a co-writer, and he's one of the co-writers of the song Father Figure. So Father Figure,
you know the song.
Yeah, of course.
Father Figure.
Beautiful
So at the end, she even says, like, mistake my kindness for weakness and find your card canceled. I was your father figure. You pulled the wrong trigger. This empire belongs to me. Leave it with me.
So did she ever get to?
So she ended up buying her music back because what
That's
happened
what I was
was,
gonna say.
yes.
The guy that fucking tried to fuck her over.
So
yeah,
the guy sold the music to Scooter Braun.
Oh,
Scooter Braun
yes.
then sold it to somebody else, and then Taylor had given up on ever owning it. She was just trying to. She re-recorded a lot of her
redressed everything
songs
herself and said, "Fuck you, I'm doing it myself."
So
right?
what ended up happening is once her music was stolen out from under her and she couldn't
Happens
buy
to
it,
so many people.
Kelly Clarkson gave her the idea of re-recording the songs and adding something to differentiate it from the original, so that the fans knew when they bought this one that
was
Taylor
hers.
gets credit.
That was so smart.
So she would re-record her song, like let's say Fearless, then she recorded it Fearless, Taylor's version in parentheses, so that her fans knew when they were downloading songs that they always wanted Taylor's version to make sure that Taylor was getting the money for it. She's a fucking genius. I'm telling you, she's a mastermind.
That was a big move in the industry at that time.
And now she owns it all.
She was
Now
a
she owns it all.
big
And you know
book.
how she got it back? It was like one last chance. She was like, "You know what? I'm going to use a different approach to try to get my music back. I'm going to use the emotional tactic, like really come from the heart." So her mom and her brother like went to the people who owned her music and was like, "Listen, like this is her blood, sweat, and tears. These are her stories, her memories, her heartbreaks. This is, please, like try to understand for the rest of her life to know that she's not going to have this music."
Right.
Whatever it is they said, it worked, and they sold her back her own music. So now regular, Taylor's version, any version, they're all hers. They're all hers. That's a fucking boss. That's a boss, right? Anyway, I can go on and on about Taylor Swift forever, but let's change gears real quick. Let's talk about RHONJ. We can't have you here and not talk about RHONJ because everyone's going to ask and be curious.
Yes.
The show is still on a pause.
Yes, it
right?
is.
You have not heard anything. Is that true?
No.
That's still true.
Still true. Nothing. By the way, Jen, even on the record, off the record, I am telling you right to nothing.
No, I know. Teresa
They're
told
casting.
me too.
They're but when I say casting, I don't mean like someone has no one has a no.
No one. But you did test film with some potential housewives, yes? We don't have to name names.
Yes, but test filming is not.
It means nothing.
When people get an email, they think, "Oh my God, I'm on." Or when they say,
I know. People get away with themselves. They get interviewed and they come up to me and they're like, they wanted me for that show. I'm like, bitch, they give you a contract.
Right.
If they didn't give you a contract, it's a no.
And
it's
then,
a no. Until it's a yes, it's a no.
And even, I go, you're so far from being on camera until you're sitting in your living room and you're watching a rerun, you didn't make it.
Right. So it's on a pause for everybody. For me, I mean, I haven't heard from them since we wrapped. I know Teresa spoken to a few people here and there, but even Teresa tells me, Jen, like they tell us nothing.
No one
is officially cast. I know they're openly looking still.
Yes.
So who knows if they're going to keep some and then add new or reboot totally.
Even you talk to other people, producers that have worked on the show, they're like, no, haven't heard anything. They just don't pick up and say, okay, we can start filming now. People have lives. Not us.
I know.
Our lives don't.
Right.
But I mean like people in the industry. Like,
totally.
Yeah.
I think they've had enough time right now that it's in their court. Before.
What do you think, Paul? Like, what do you? Do you think they're going to recast completely, or do you think they're going to add?
If I could, I interrupted you.
This is your business. I'm just a guest.
But it didn't work for New York, so I don't think they'll do that again.
I agree.
Sorry, go ahead. And
I would have said that if it was sooner. The fact that it's gone this long, it's
it's a possibility.
So my take on it, and I'm going to be completely candid here, folks. I feel that it's very expensive to bring on the OG housewives, and they can find new housewives that do the same exact job for a fraction of the price.
It's a business.
And at the end of the day, people are not watching TV like they used to. Mm-hmm. People are streaming.
You don't watch TV like you used to.
I don't. Everything has changed. Even the way that we watch TV. I mean, even on Peacock, I pay the premium so I don't have to watch ads. So think about all the people out there that are not watching ads. If they're not selling ads, they can't make money. And if they can't make money, they can't be paying these exuberant salaries to some of these housewives that I think because of their longevity have gotten.
But at the same time, it was an iconic show.
1,000%.
Right? You girls were iconic, right?
And it's the OGs that bring in the audience.
Right,
people love the old episode. I mean, Dolores, you're a veteran. Teresa is still an OG.
You were there a long time too, Jen.
I was a long time too, but there is like a group of housewives that really remember it from the beginning, and when the changes happened, we lost a lot, so not everybody is privy to me. Like, even when I tell people I was a housewife of New Jersey, like, they all know. They're like, oh, do you know Caroline?
Right.
And I'm like, I wasn't on when she was on, so yes, so like there's
that. There's phases to it. There's old phase, mid, yeah.
There is.
But a lot of people know the newer, the second phase, I call it.
I think the social media followers are of the newer generation, not the old.
So.
For sure.
Because that wasn't really a big thing back then.
Yeah.
So I think that's got a lot to do with it.
I definitely think there's values in the OGs and the veterans. Like, pay that money, dude. Find the money and pay that money, because like people they're invested in the lives, because they followed you guys. They grew up watching Teresa's daughters. They grew up watching you and like little Frankie and and like everybody's
there's all different things happening. Like her son's getting married, right? So next part of you're
getting married.
She's going to get married.
Hello?
This baby's going to come around. That's the next part of the generation of what it is. So you can't bring in new people if you're following a trend for all this time and then change it for somebody new. It's kind of odd, right? It's like give it a restart. It's like,
that's why I think they lost a lot of viewers with Housewives of New York. I think that's what happened.
I don't know what they're going to do with that.
And you guys are getting married. I mean, that's a big thing. Mm-hmm. I would think that they would want to capture that. So I want to talk about the proposal.
No one's asked me, like they didn't call and say, hey, when do you guys think you're getting married? I could get married.
When do you guys think you're getting married?
Well, go ahead, Paul. I'll let you answer that.
Listen, I'm a guest.
So Frankie's getting married this year.
Okay,
August
so him
1st.
first.
Yeah,
beautiful.
so Frankie.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you. That'll be in Portugal. And then I'll have a welcome Mr. and Miss Catania party here.
Beautiful.
In October, like So
That's a
October
bigger
3rd.
deal to Dolores than her getting married.
I'm
It's her-
sure.
You know what I mean? Like
As
that's
she's-
the
that's
real
the
part of
mother
that.
in her,
It's her son.
absolutely.
It's
That's
her first. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like that's so important. So it's like you cannot infringe on that.
Yeah, I
Right?
get that.
Right. So Paul wants a November 10th date,
Uh-huh.
I would
which would be a week away from Frankie's wedding here.
Got it.
So we can't do that. And then I say
Why November 1st, can I ask?
November
10th.
10th.
Oh, 10th. Yeah.
So that's when Dolores officially made was like you know we were dating. When she moved in.
Oh, Paul.
Yeah.
You
Which I
know,
reminded
Mr.
her of because she was
Irishman
like,
has
"Why
a
did you
little
pick this date?" I'm like,
You
"It's when
remember
you fucking moved into
that?
my house." Yeah.
Did you remember that, Dolores?
No.
No.
Your stock just went up 2 points, Paul. I'm just so excited.
So, how do I do that? You can't do that.
Yeah.
So, but my dream is right now, not my dream,
The fucking dream. It's gonna happen.
my preference is New Year's Eve party.
I love that.
For instead of we as a matter of fact, we came to that meeting. You weren't there. We had girls' night.
Mm-hmm.
It was somebody's birthday. Whose was it? We were
I
out for
remember.
girls' night. Our group
Oh,
of
that's
girlfriends.
where you had the brain idea. Okay.
I think New Year's Eve is such a great night because you get to dress up. You're with all your friends.
And you have something to do?
And you have something to do, and it's at a nice place, and you know it's good food, and you're celebrating something, and you're going into the new year happy. And I feel like going
New
to the new year,
beginning,
new
yeah.
beginnings, like it's a foreshadowing of the future.
So
you know, you
all
set
our
precedent.
girl group came up with the idea.
I love that idea.
Shout out to the girls.
Yes, we
Yeah.
have to have
Just
a New
crushed
Year's
my
wedding. That
November
was
10th
really
date, but
cool.
that's okay.
So, like, how did you get the idea to propose the way that you did? We know it was an Apple store, which was very, very random.
Yeah. Well, that's where
So-
we met. So that's our first ever time to lay eyes on each other
In an Apple
physically.
store?
In person.
Is when
In
you-
that exact Apple store.
in that exact Apple store is the
Yeah.
first time you ever
Both
met.
our phones
Yeah.
were broken.
And you met there like coincidentally?
We were
Did you go?
supposed to be
I thought
going
you
out to dinner.
just got set up.
We
were
did.
going
We
on
were
a
going
date.
on a date, and then both our phones broke at the same time. So we met each other at the Apple store on accident because both our phones had the same
Accident.
Are
Yeah.
you kidding?
was
Talk
an
about fate.
Paul
Yeah, talk about fate,
likes
right?
to make believe
Ding,
that I was
That's fate.
following him. I don't follow anyone, and you know that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jen.
no,
have
she
fate.
don't. She can't even see half the time people
Oh, she's
she's
seen the fucking
following.
Rolls Royce parked outside. Trust me.
I saw the
Trust
Rolls
me, she
Royce.
didn't. She could have been blind that day. She
Doesn't
would've-
mean I
Oh,
wasn't
there it
going
is,
there
over
for my.
Okay, so was there any special aspect of the date that you chose to propose to her? Like, was that significant?
The day she moved into my house.
Oh, so you proposed on that day.
Yeah.
And you want to get married on that
It's because
day.
I couldn't do it on the day that we met because it was around the same time that Frank and Brittany were doing stuff, and we were like, I was like at one point, well, your family keep on pulling shit out of their ass. They're doing engagements, weddings, and
Seriously, at this point,
like,
I'm never going to get married.
Yeah, I'm like, and I spoke to our brother, and he's like, he goes, "Yo, Chief, just do it, just go for it."
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what, you're fucking right, because we were. When is the right
You know how
time to
close
do
I
it?
am with my brother.
When is the right time to do it? When it's not? There's never a wrong time. It's finding the right
Life
time.
gets in the way, Jen.
Yes.
And I was building myself up and psyching myself out, and I was talking to her
But I wasn't
assistant.
pressuring him. I didn't say I better get engaged. Never once, right?
Maybe once.
Don't make shit up.
I don't.
Maybe
It doesn't
twice.
sound like Dolores,
Yeah.
but maybe as a joke and in jest, she
No, it
may have
wasn't
said
a
it. But I don't think. But like, did you get the Apple Store involved?
Yes.
Did they know it was? They did.
They were very cool.
They're very cool.
They were very cool. Yeah.
And what
Shout
did
out
you?
to Apple,
Shout
all
out to
right?
Apple.
Yeah, they
That's
were very
right. Thank
cool.
you for all our phones.
Yeah.
How did you get her over there? Like, did you guys need to go to the Apple Store for anything?
I didn't. I hate going to the Apple store.
I do too.
So she
I know.
needed
I
a
love
new
you so much,
phone,
but I hate going
which
to the
was
store.
something she'd
I
asked
said,
me for.
just go get it. He goes, I need your phone. I go, take my password, take my phone. I'm not going to the Apple store. I'm busy.
Right.
She was busy because I made her busy.
Well-
Because I made her think she had something to do.
He
I asked
sent.
somebody.
I had an email sent to me that I had a Zoom meeting with a company, and in the middle of me getting my glam, it was canceled.
We
I'm like,
canceled it.
look,
We
they
said,
better
look,
be paying for my glam.
I said, just cancel it 10 minutes before the meeting.
I had no clue.
Look at
It was
you,
timing
Paul.
so that I knew we'd get in the car and we would be at the Apple store by 10 o'clock, which I told him I would be there by.
Didn't know you were such a romantic.
Yeah.
And then did you tell
And
any of
people
her?
are shitting on me saying, why would you do an Apple store? Because I fucking wanted it.
No, but
'Cause
there's
that was
meaning
important
to it.
us.
He said
There's
that's when
meaning
the
to
time
it.
he met me without knowing.
She was not a
about-
housewife to me. She was Dolores Catania, who I didn't know anything about. That we were just getting to know each other. And that was, and it's kind of a weird thing to say it was a safe space at the time, but it was my utter safe space with Dolores. It was where I remember where None of this world was involved, right? Nothing wrong with this world, but I didn't
Sure.
know anything about it. So
Sometimes
I
it's better.
Right. So for me mentally, I wanted to go back to that space with me and her where we were originally, where that moment where she walked into my life. And I, when you see somebody for the first time, you say it or not, you know, you get an impression of what you believe.
1000%.
And I got the impression what I believed, and I just let it play out. And it played out to work in my favor, and that's exactly where we ended up.
Did you tell any of her family members that you were going to do it,
Everybody.
to be there? They were all there? Were
No,
they there? Nobody was
no.
there.
Not one
Oh.
person I
No.
knew. It was all strangers.
Dolores
Were you
is very-
surprised?
They were all fucking fans. That was the other problem. They weren't strangers. They were fucking. By the time we left the place, it was getting dropped. Oh my god, they got. We're like, stop, relax.
My assistant Frankie Funicelli got a picture of us getting engaged from somebody in the store going, is Dolores getting fucking engaged right now at the Apple store?
Yeah.
So,
No, you sent me a text. I was very appreciative. And you were like, I just wanted my friends to hear it first from me. And then I was like, of course, it was all over social
It's
media at
very
that
But
point.
I
hard.
didn't even know it was over. Like, I was
Right.
so shocked.
Yeah.
Jen, it's very hard to get ahead of Dolores, right? And she'll play dumb most of the time, and let you.
Oh, she's sharp as
she's
tool
sharp
in
as
this
a tack. But I
shed, that
fucking
one.
got her really good this day, and it was so funny when we were walking from the first desk where the girl told me to go into the Apple store. She goes, "Come here, and then we'll take you to the back area where you can get her phone." And on the way over, I'm looking around and I see a girl with a camera pulling out of her bag. I'm like, whoa, wait. And she turns around to the girl from the Apple store. She goes, Paul, she's like, I should fucking get engaged here. This is the store where we met. And I'm like,
Because he was being so nostalgic. He's like, so, when we walked in and remember when I saw you here? And I'm like, are you okay? And I said to the girl, he's real fucking nostalgic today, this one. I said, and I was like,
so
I was like,
funny.
you mean, I said, just want to let you know, you mean so much to me. Like, I just want to tell you something.
and
Like,
then I was like this. I was looking at him and I go, are you okay? I thought he was having a stroke. I go, you okay? And I touched his shirt. It was
I was
soaking
fucking
wet.
sweat. There was
I
ass
thought I
blood.
was going to call an ambulance.
there was water running my back. I was
You were
like-
nervous?
I was so, of course, it's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
It's a big,
It
important
is a
moment
big
of your life
deal.
because she says no, you're like, oh.
Did you think she may say no, or did you?
No, I
right?
didn't know. I didn't think she was going to say no. But I thought, you know what I mean? I knew I had her, but the minute she said, this is where I should get engaged, she threw me for I was like, oh,
So she said that before you said.
While I
Yes.
was walking to the table.
we're the second table. where the-
Because when I first walked in, these women came up to us and they were so nice. They were like, oh, hey, let me help you with your phone. And I'm like, all right, thanks. And then he started talking about how we met there. And I was like, that's weird. And then the other lady came over and they were being so, I'm like, what kind of is
then
this
everybody stood back and she's standing there and I'm like, she turns around.
So
and I'm-
do you get down on one knee? You say, "Will you marry me?" I mean, play it out. Tell me, Paul. We need to know.
So I had figured, I looked it up how to make the perfect proposal, right? Because I knew what I wanted to do, but I wanted to just make sure it was right.
Right.
And it was saying, don't get down on one knee straight away because
ChatGPT.
the surprise of the element is gone.
That's true.
Right?
That's
You
fair.
forget what you say. You,
You
don't
for-
get to say what you said because now.
So you just rush it and you just go, will you marry me, right?
Right.
It's all out, right? So they said you stay up, you stay concentrate, you look in their eye and you tell them how you feel and you tell them about your life and how it's changed and all these things. And I'm like, this is easy.
Mm-hmm.
And then it says, then after a while you go to one knee and then you take out the ring and you propose, right? So it's like, oh, this is simple.
Yeah.
But instead, I'm telling myself to stand up as I want to kneel down. So I'm like, so I really like everything about our life, and I'm like trying to go down and go up, and she's like, "You fucking okay?" Because I must have looked like I was having Tourette's or something. And then I said, "Oh fuck it, I'm going to one knee. Let's just go for this."
And that's how,
That
and
was it.
that's what happened. And then I saw cameras coming out and
Were you
everybody
surprised?
around.
Then
and
she
I
was like,
Good thing I got that glam now.
she was like,
And then
Very
he pulled the
happy
ring
for
out.
that
I go, give me that
glam.
thing.
Give it. You're probably like, dude, you could see that shit
I was
from.
gonna
Even you
put
that
a
you
fucking
can't
ring on her
see.
finger.
I guess.
You could see that shit from
I
a
went
mile
like this
away.
to put the ring on, and she just like, thank you.
Yes.
I
Well,
was like, okay.
Yes, thank
it
you.
is a very
But
pretty ring. It is
it
a
was a
very.
nice- It was a very
pretty
special
ring.
moment.
So I saw People Magazine did an article about it,
Yeah.
and they had a quote from you where you were talking about basically, and I'm paraphrasing here, not wanting it to be overdone, and you were saying something about I don't need to be on a yacht and do fireworks
Yeah, yeah.
and
In
everything.
Greece. No, he said
In Greece.
exactly-
He did say in
he
Greece.
said,
I
I
don't
don't
know
wanna
why
be
the
in-
fuck I would have said Greece, but I mean, Greece is
Because I want to go there.
yeah, maybe because you
Because
always
I've been
say it.
wanting to go there since I met him. And I always say, when are you taking me to Greece? When are you taking me to Greece? And I always thought, if I was going to get engaged, it would probably be in Greece. And
Right.
I always said to him,
Sorry
so
to let
that's
you down. It was an Apple store.
So that was in his head. So
More
anyway,
sentimental.
go ahead. That's
Samsung don't have
That's
stores.
why you
So
said
you're lucky you
Greece.
don't have a Samsung phone.
Shut up.
Well, it was more sentimental.
It was.
Yeah, yeah.
Meaning
It
like
was.
it's
Yeah.
sentimental.
So then
'cause
you
it
went
means
ahead
something.
and you described in the article everything about.
Yes, and then
So I did-
some people were taking what you said
Right.
and thinking it was a dig at Louis because it was very similar. The scenario
It was
you
exactly
But I
said.
the
didn't even
same.
fucking know Louis back when.
So, yes.
Yeah.
So I-
Which is so weird.
You
Well, I
know,
mean,
I
people are
know-
fucking so stupid anyway, but whatever.
Well, this is how it is being in the
Yeah.
public eye, and
Yeah.
you're learning.
Yes.
You're learning.
I've learned.
You're learning
And
that
that's-
people will
but
take your
he couldn't
words.
have even thought about that because he didn't know.
So yeah, talk about that. When people said that, what came to your mind?
Well, I said, by the way, when I said it, I meant in sections, not fireworks at a drop back of New York City. I'm a meat and potatoes kind of guy. I'm
Right.
very simple. I'm like not that flash. People may say I am, but I'm not. So to me, it's the basics is what I really like. So I just elaborated on saying stuff like that. Like it was like, go to Greece or, get in the beach or fireworks. It wasn't in serious. It was like all different things.
Right.
And it was at that time it was taken out of context. I got a message. I'm like, I mean, did they not get engaged on a fucking boat?
So yeah, so people were thinking that was a dig towards Louis' engagement with Teresa, but
Why
you
would
didn't
he
even
do
know
that?
you didn't even know how Louis proposed to
No,
Teresa.
I honestly thought Louis proposed with a fucking scroll on a boat.
So there was a scene when they first
There
met
was,
that he gave her
yes.
this love scroll on a boat.
So that's where I thought he proposed
and you
to
thought
her,
he proposed to her there.
which was in Edgewater or something on the fucking Hudson.
Right.
What the fuck has that got to do with Greece?
Right.
So I had no clue what that was even.
So this went on for like a month
Yeah.
before he realized that's what people were talking about.
And I'm
Right.
like, wait a fucking minute. This is like.
So then a lot of stuff was being said, which I didn't even really pay attention to. And then all of a sudden, I thought Paul knew. And he's like, what are you talking about? I go,
had
well,
no
they're
clue.
saying that because you said this like this. He goes, what does that have to do with them?
The other thing too, as well, for the record, I've been on this journey.
Yes,
with
being in the
Dolores,
public
in
eye.
the public eye, and on TV camera, and I've been recorded saying, I've never said anything in that direction about anybody because it's not my fucking style.
Right.
It's not what I do. Right.
No, because we're friends with them.
So exactly. So I don't shit on people that are in my circle. I just don't do it. Friends, and I would never, even if there's just no reason to do that.
And
so,
you and Louis are good friends.
exactly.
Very
So-
good friends.
So at that time, like I was, when we were on the show with Louis, we were like, called a lot. We spoke a lot. Everybody's kind of broken up since the show has
Well,
stopped.
life gets in the way.
We're
Yeah.
engaged. We're doing different things. You get busy, right? Because you have to get busy. Because if not, you go around the fucking bend, right?
Absolutely.
So, but if you look back at everything that I've always just been a very neutral person. So I would never shit on anybody for any reason, and I would never, condemn anybody else's thing. And really, I didn't know that happened. So when she said it, we were sitting in Vegas, I think.
It
right?
was weeks,
BravoCon, right?
Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
she
it was
goes
like
to
a
me, she
week or
goes-
10 days later, and
she said it to
and
me,
I
and I'm
said,
like,
well, they're saying that because that's how. He goes, what do you mean they got engaged like that?
So to give people context who don't know, Louis, when he got engaged to Teresa, they got engaged in Greece with fireworks, and it was a big hoopla, and it was a big extravagant thing, and their friends were with them, and so when people heard Paul
say
saying
he didn't
he
want to
didn't
do it
want
like
to
that.
do something like that, and because it was extremely reminiscent of how Teresa and Louis went down, people thought it was an intentional dig.
dig.
But actually, Paul never even knew how Louis ever proposed to
No clue.
Teresa.
still
no
to this
clue.
day, I've never even seen a
And
clip
you
of it.
told me something like
It
you
wasn't on
You
TV
weren't
how they got
around when they got
No.
engaged, right? You weren't around when they got
No.
engaged,
I wasn't around.
so you wouldn't have been aware.
No.
Yeah.
And
So-
even if I
And
if
I didn't
was,
know. He didn't even know that. Like I was like,
Right.
Why would
he's
I-
like, what are you talking about? They
First
got
of-
engaged
but-
on his
but hold on.
boat.
Why would I take away from our moment to shit on someone else's moment? That doesn't.
Right.
That's not who I am.
Right.
So anybody that thinks that, fuck you.
Amen.
Done.
Amen. And we can end that there.
There you
No ill intent.
No.
We're so good. We're
It was
still very
like just
close to
ignorance
Teresa.
of the whole thing. It was
Yeah.
like he had no clue.
Well, just just going to have to adapt to your environment, Paul, on this
Yes.
journey of being with somebody in the public eye, and now
know,
you're in the public eye,
Yeah.
right?
I'm getting used to it.
All right, so I guess one last thing we can end it with. St. Patty's Day is coming up.
I
We
know.
can't have you here, Paul Connell, and not talk about St. Patty's Day, Mr. Meat and Potatoes.
Didn't we have fun in Ireland?
Oh
though,
my God,
Jen?
we had so much fun.
That's
All the
the last
games that we
time-
They love you
played.
guys over there.
We love it over there. We love
That's
them
the
over
last
there.
time I feel like we were all together as a good group.
And your mom was there.
Yeah,
Rest
yeah.
in peace.
You got, you
your
had fun with
mammy.
that, right? That was fun.
Oh,
That was
Yeah.
the best. It was my favorite part
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
trip. Having your mother
Yeah.
talking
was
about
making
what a
us
hoochie
laugh.
Dolores is.
Oh, yeah. She's a hoot.
May she rest in
Yeah.
peace.
Yes,
So,
yes.
Paula, yes, St. Patrick's Day is coming up.
Yes. Can't wait.
So, tell me, what are the 5 best ways to celebrate St. Patrick's Day?
Well, you got to find a good pint of Guinness.
Oh, I need a pint.
A pint of Guinness.
Hand me over a pint.
A good place where they have good live music, good Irish traditional music.
Okay. What are we eating? What are we eating?
Come on, Jenna.
Steak and potatoes.
Fucking corned beef and
Oh,
cabbage.
corned beef hash? Is that?
No.
No?
Corned beef and cabbage.
Oh my God, good. I have some cabbage for you guys for tonight for dinner.
Awesome.
Oh my God, yes. I made a
Awesome.
delicious coleslaw.
That's
Yes.
Oh, lovely,
Love it.
love,
So
love,
corned
love.
beef.
That's 4 things. We got one more thing to go.
And
Baby Guinness.
baby Guinness. So we got baby Guinness.
Baby Guinness.
Corned beef
Corned beef.
and hash.
No.
Not hash?
Cabbage.
Cabbage. Sorry.
Fuck's sake, Jen.
I
Let's
don't know
go.
what I'm saying about the hash. Yes, corned beef and
Guinness.
cabbage.
Traditional music.
Traditional music.
And a prayer.
Oh, and prayer.
Yeah.
What's the prayer?
Whatever you want.
Oh, okay, okay.
Live your life in peace.
There's a
Is
good
there
one.
any traditions that your family did on St. Patrick's Day that meant a lot to you that you still remember?
I mean, we just got together and we just had fun.
It's,
It was kind of a day where there was just no stress.
Mm-hmm.
There's never any stress until the end of the night.
I see no people stressed in Ireland actually
Yeah.
ever. They
mean,
seem to just
you know,
always have a good time.
It's so funny that me coming up to St. Patrick's Day, I get all my American friends. They're like, where are we going? Where's this? Where's that? And the last couple of St. Patrick's Days, I haven't drank.
I know.
I've stayed
I
with
was
her
so
man.
surprised when you had the tequila because I thought you weren't drinking anymore.
No, but I know I still do drink, but I spend it with Dolores' mom. We go to her mom's house and we get corned beef,
corned beef
and
and
cabbage.
cabbage, and
Corned
he
beef and
spent the whole
cabbage.
day with my mom.
Yeah, and we just
I
hang out
love
for the
that.
day. Because Val is the fucking best.
She is the best.
She's the best.
I wanted her to come over tonight too, but it
Yeah,
was kind of
yeah,
last
yeah.
minute. I feel like she would have
That's
had
okay.
fun with my mom.
She
Yeah.
would have. Yeah. Is your
And
mom here?
She's gonna come. Yeah,
Oh,
she's
good,
here. Her and
good.
Michelle are probably coming over
When
to
you were
join
in
us.
Ireland with the house, was you doing chugging Guinness? You?
It
No,
wasn't
no,
me.
Jackie
That's
goes.
Jackie.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
no,
She
I'll
She did
throw
good
up.
too. She
Yeah.
beat the Irish girls.
Yeah, no,
And
she's
the
good.
guys. She
did.
beat
Yeah.
both of them.
That's
She's a
right.
college girl.
I think
They
she
could do
went
a
to
lot.
school in Boston, so like
Would you
they
never
used
drink
to
a Guinness, Jen?
I just think I would throw up. I don't
That's
do
okay.
good. I
We do
don't
that
do
too.
good with alcohol. Like it makes me nauseous. Don't you see? I'm like water with ice, dude, all the time.
We
Literally,
gotta
like
get
I
you
don't
having
even
a
drink.
Guinness someday with me.
Maybe I'll do. I'll do
He'll
it for
do
you.
it.
I'll
She'll
do
do
it
it
on
with
St.
you.
Patrick's
Right,
Day.
there
How
we
about
go.
that?
How
We'll
about
do a
that?
TikTok on
There
it.
we go.
Oh, good
We'll
idea.
do a TikTok.
There we go. We'll do that.
Thank you so much for this beautiful gift. Dolores
you're
is here
welcome,
for dinner
Jen.
tonight, and she brought me this beautiful gift. Who is this by?
This is Blooms and Tomato. She's amazing.
These are real flowers.
Yes.
She's the
Gorgeous.
best.
She does the most beautiful. She posted this the other day, and I called her and I said, "I'm going by Jen's. Can you please drop this off and make it for Jen?" So yeah, she's
I'm obsessed
amazing.
with it. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. Thank you so much.
you're welcome.
And thank you guys so much for being here and doing TV Gold. How'd you like it?
I
Very
love
cool.
it. This
It's
is
fine?
this
Very
is your
cool.
niche, Jen. You're
It's my
so
thing.
good at
Jen
it. It's your
is-
thing.
I know sometimes people want me to shut up, but sometimes they don't.
Don't you?
It's
Sometimes
okay. I
they're okay.
enjoy. I could sit and listen to you all day. Listen, we've been together a long time.
Yeah, we've been through a lot,
Yeah.
and we're still here to talk about it. Thank
That's
God.
it.
Thank God.
Thank God. Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. And until next time, this is TV Gold.
Look at
Bye
this.
now.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
Biscuit.
Thank you.
Say
Bye.
bye, Biscuit. Bye, Biscuit. Roof, roof.